Hi everyone, Emily Teacher here again, and today we're reading The Fall and Rise of the Bald Eagle. For over 200 years, the bald eagle has been a symbol of America. The likeness of this powerful bird is found on our coins and on the Great Seal of the United States. 200 years ago, bald eagles were found throughout North America. By the 1970s, however, there were very few left outside of Alaska. The only creatures that menace the bald eagle are human beings. Why were there so few of these birds left? What are they like? So let's learn this true story about what bald eagles are like and why they started to disappear. What happened? Let's see. Bald eagle. The bald eagle is a large, strong bird that is not really bald. It gets its name from its white feathered head. The bird's head contrasts sharply with the rest of its brown feathered body. When it flies, it looks as if it's a master of the air. The bald eagle is well equipped to live by hunting. It has keen vision, great talons, and a large, strongly hooked beak. Small animals and fish form the greater part of its diet. Sometimes it will pounce on a small lamb or piglet. Because of this, ranchers and farmers waged war on bald eagles. For hundreds of years, they killed the birds in large numbers. In addition, hunters shot them in order to have them stuffed as trophies. So, the bald eagle is a very strong bird. It has great vision. It can fly wonderfully, has sharp talons, a large beak. So, it hunts mostly fish or small animals, sometimes lambs or piglets, right? If they're getting lambs or piglets, they're probably coming from a farm. So, because of this, farmers hated bald eagles. They didn't want them to take their animals away from them. So they would start to kill a lot of bald eagles. When they saw one, they would kill one. And other people, hunters, right, wanted them as trophies because they're a beautiful bird, right? So they wanted to kill them and have them stuffed to keep in their homes to say that they caught a bald eagle. So let's see what this led to. In the 1950s, it became apparent that there was a sharp drop in the number of bald eagles. The reason for this was soon discovered. The eagle's eggs were fragile. When they broke, the chicks inside died. The cause of the thin shells remained unknown for a number of years. Finally, the mystery was solved by a scientist named Rachel Carson. So not only were bald eagles being hunted, but their eggs were very thin, and so many of their babies were dying. They weren't having a lot of babies. But this scientist, Rachel Carson, found out why. Rachel Carson was concerned about the use of pesticides. Pesticides are chemicals used to kill insects that damage crops. In 1962, she wrote a book called Silent Spring. Her book showed how some chemicals were harming the nation's wildlife. It also explained why the eagle's shells were thin. The cause was DDT. This pesticide had been in widespread use in the United States for over 10 years. DDT had become concentrated in lakes and streams. Once it was in the water, it poisoned the fish. Bald eagles ate the fish that contained DDT. This caused them to lay eggs with thin shells that broke easily. So, pesticides usually are these chemicals sprayed on fruits or vegetables so that bugs don't eat them. But the chemical was going into the water and going into the fish. So, the bald eagles ate the fish and it made their eggs very fragile, so they would break easily. Rachel Carson hoped that Congress would act promptly to end the use of DDT and save the national bird, but it was not until 1973 that Congress passed a law banning the use of DDT. So from 1962 to 1973, that's 11 years. In the same year, it also passed a law that made it a crime to harm certain birds and animals that were considered to be in danger. The bald eagle was among them. In 2007, this grand bird was removed from the national list of animals in danger of dying out. Laws continue to protect the bald eagle, and it is still illegal to harm them or their eggs. The bald eagle's recent numbers continue to rise. A 2016 estimate put the total number of bald eagles in North America at 70,000. So finally, Congress was able to pass laws about this DDT chemical and more laws to protect these birds, and they have a happy ending. Right? As of 2016, there were so many more bald eagles in the world, and that number continues to grow to this day. So a very good ending for the eagles. Thank you for reading this story with me today. We do have links related to each article. If you would like the link related to this video, you can find it down in the description below.